Hi everyone, it's Kayvon with Ascari Art. So I've done all the Ranger inks that I have, and now I'm going to do Copic inks, or Copic. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm going to call it Copic. So I've got the blues, as they say. So I've got, and a black. So I've got 4 blues and a black. Let's get started.
Okay, so the first one that we're going to do is B37. B37 sounds like a bingo game. But this is an Antwerp Blue. I'm not sure if my camera can focus on it. There you go. Okay. I'm going to put a couple drops here. Not a lot. So this stuff typically spreads a little differently than the Ranger. I've noticed that with Copic inks. I don't know if it's the pigment or just the different types of pigment that they use, but do a couple more drops here. You can tell that the blues don't, these blues are true. They don't, I haven't seen them disperse into any other weird colors. It's just blue is blue. Sometimes they emit a little violet, but this Antwerp has been pretty good. Okay, so keep that a little bit deep and again, this is for color swatch purposes, so I'm going to lighten it down so I can see what it does natively. Kind of show what the dark blue does over here. Okay, we're going to let that dry. Okay. Next color is, so we're going to put that next to it because I haven't labeled it yet. So that's that. And the next color we're going to do is B39. B39. It's called a Prussian Blue. Prussian Blue. I'm hoping this is rich blue. I think I've used this one before. It's going to have a little bit of violet in it. Yeah. Let's push it out. Very rich. I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol to this over here, just to see what it does. See if it actually lines up and is true to its push some of it off the paper so I can really see how much lighter it can get. I think it's too much ink. These are so strong. The pigments, it's just so much pigment and such a little amount. Okay, so here you can kind of see you got some grape. You see some grape or purple magenta coming out of it. But this is wet, so again, I gotta let it dry to see what it does. So we're gonna let that dry. Okay. So that was Prussian Blue. Let's do I've been wanting to use this. So this is called B4. B4, bingo. So this is Tahitian Blue. Okay, I promise I won't do the bingo reference again, sorry. Okay. There you go. I just want to make sure it's the plastic side and not the other side. And that's why I lifted the paper. Okay, so this is very light. Reminds me of a Caribbean ocean. Spread it out a bit. I'll put some more drops. I want to see what else it has to show me. And I'll lighten the alcohol down. I want to lighten it down a little. A little bit of alcohol just to see how it reacts. Does it completely lift or does it leave some kind of backdrop color? It looks like it lifts completely. This is a really pretty blue. If you can really see it. But again, I will take pictures of these and then color correct them. And then I will put them on my blog so you can download the swatches. I won't even ask you to subscribe. You can just, I mean, if you want, you can. I would love it if you did, but I'm just doing this because I want people to actually have these swatches so they don't have to buy these inks. It can get pretty expensive if you're trying to buy all these inks. So that's why I'm doing this, so that people can see what these inks actually are and how they react. And okay, so this one is blue-green. It is BG9. So let's see what this does. This one looks really pretty. Oh my goodness. This one looks like it's got some residue, and I don't know if it's from so Copic or Copic, however you want to say it, has swatches on their website. But they're digital swatches, and they're not really accurate for what alcohol artists like myself use it for. You know, these are refills. These are Copic refills, so they're used for the pens that artists use to draw. You know, comic book illustration, that kind of stuff. So I don't think they're used to people using their refills like this. So their color swatches are not really accurate for us, at least. So I'm going to break it down right here just to see what it does. And move it around a little bit. Okay, we're going to let that dry, and we'll let you see what the result is. Okay, so the last one is black. So I'm guessing that this black is not going to act like the pitch black that we did last week from Ranger, Tim Holtz. I'm guessing it's going to act a bit differently. And let's drop a couple drops, more than a couple. So this black is just black 100. See? There we go. So let's move it. Wow, look how rich that is. But it's wet, so I can't really tell. It looks purple to me. I may have put too many drops. So we're going to lead some of it off the page. But this is wet, so I can't trust wet alcohol ink for anything. Because this could dry and it could be pitch black or black on it. But right now, it looks purple. So let's add a little bit of ink right here. And push it back. I think I may have added too much, so what I like to do, I'm going to bleed it back. So what I mean by that is, I'm just going to absorb some of it. Too much still. Wow. I may have put too many drops. I thought I put 3 or 4 drops, but I guess not. So we're just going to take some of that back. Common trick. Okay, I take that back. I mean, you do see some of the remnants of pitch black from Ranger. You can see some of the orange coming out right here. I'll take a picture of it later so you can really see it. But it is, again, it is dry, so I can't trust it yet. I'm going to push it back so that I have a dark area as well and a semi-dense area. So I'm just going to kind of oh, you're seeing that rust come out of the color. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bleed it back. It lifts pretty well when you add alcohol ink back to it. I know there's people who've said, "Oh, why did you didn't stop? You should have just left it. That was so pretty." Again, everyone, this is just for, this is not supposed to be an art project. I mean, it kind of is an art project, but just to help others. But this isn't supposed to be an art piece. This is just supposed to be test swatches, everyone. So that's the purpose of these. Oh wow, look at that. this has different characteristics than Pitch Black from Tim. I mean, it's similar, but not quite. I'm pulling back. I'm putting some more. I want some thick areas, thin areas. I'm trying to get it thick and thin, and it's really hard for this for some reason. It's just not wanting to cooperate for me today. So this is my thick area. I'll leave it right there. Now I show. It does some really cool texture. It's got some beautiful texture, and that's probably the paper as well. There we go. So I'm gonna leave that for it to dry, and then I will come back and show everyone the swatches. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, so here's Antwerp Blue. As you can see, there is some purple in there, obviously, but it's more grayish purple. You can see right there. You can see some purples emitting out of it. This is after it's been kind of torn down with the alcohol, with the denatured alcohol. But look how beautiful these fades are. Just really pretty, really pretty. So this was Antwerp Blue. This was B37. Okay, so let's go to the next. So here's Prussian Blue. Prussian Blue is deeper violet. I see the areas that have just this deep violet happening, and then you see the magenta right there, right, over there, right here. But really pretty, but again, it's more of a purple blue, which, I have some clients who want paintings and they want blue, but they don't want any purple, and that's really hard. So that's why I do swatches, so I can kind of tell what it is before I lay it down, because once I lay it down, and if it's got purple in it, they may not like it. So here's the so that was B39 Prussian. Here's B04 or B4 Tahitian Blue. Again, you can see it's very beautiful Caribbean color. It's like a very Caribbean blue. And you can see I don't know if you can really see it, but let's zoom out. Camera doesn't do well when I zoom in. So here's again some of the plays on how this tones down and comes into the dark deep color. It's not really deep. It's actually very light when it comes to pigment. So okay, so and then we have, actually I think this is probably one of my favorites. It's the blue green, and I don't know how to show you this, but I'm going to try to zoom in. It leaves a blue residue, so you've got blue residue instead of violet residue, and it's green. It's like a blue green, like it says. Copic or Copic. Copic is pretty good when it comes to the colors, the names, I've noticed. The only ones that are confusing are the champagne and the pearl white, and I'm going to do a video next on those. I've got 3 of them. I've got champagne, pearl white, and a neutral gray number 2. So I'll do those as well. And those are that's probably it. I'll probably throw in like the brass gold color that I've got next week, the piñata. Here it is. So I'll probably do that along with the whites and the champagne. But again, that's pretty much it. So that's the Tahitian Blue. Let me show you the last one. And this is just black. It's not dry yet. For some reason, it's just taking a little longer to dry. I'm going to show you something compared to the pitch black from Ranger. So I'm going to put pitch black right next to it from Ranger, and you can tell there is a significant difference. There are similarities as well. You can see the pitch black has blues in it, this has more of a violet gray undertone, and it has some of the rust, some of the orange red like you have here. You can see kind of on the ends throughout, like you can see that there, but you can see the violet undertones here. There's a purple, a little bit of purple there. There's some purple coming through, but you see on the pitch black from Tim Holtz, it's blue undertones. So these are the cool things that you kind of learn as you do swatches, and that's why I do swatches, because I can tell the difference. I can see the difference and what I want. So if I want purple undertones with hints of rust, but a very smooth, rich gradation, I'm going to use these Copic. If I want something very textured with more color variation, along with the blue, rust, purple, then I would use this one, the pitch black from Tim Holtz Ranger. So again, this is why I do swatches. So I will take images of these again and post them on my blog. So just, subscribe would help me, like the video, comment. I actually want to hear your comments. I want to hear what you have to say. So thanks again. Subscribe, like, comment. It all helps me out. Thanks again. Bye.